Subhash Jha joins us, who's an advocate as well as... Okay, so let me just get in Subhash Jha at this point. Subhash Jha, here's a very simple question. We've just heard Mr. Vikas Singh speak about one thing, and that is the system needs to be cleaned up. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. But look at what's happening right now. The judge has been transferred. The judge has been transferred from Delhi High Court to Allahabad High Court. And so what happens? If there is a problem with this judge in Delhi High Court, how is it okay? How is he okay in Allahabad High Court? That's what the Allahabad Bar Association has written. Why transfer him to Allahabad Bar Association? Now the Supreme Court has said that is a totally different case. He has been transferred in a totally different case, and yes, his appointment or his transfer to Delhi High Court has been a subject of contention. It has come in the past as well, but that's a different issue. Big question. I mean, how is this judge going to be hearing any case?
You're absolutely right that if A judge is not fit for B court or Delhi High Court, how can the same judge who was earlier transferred from Allahabad High Court to this court? His initial appointment in 2014 was in Allahabad High Court as a puisne judge. He was transferred in 2021 to Delhi High Court, and within a short span of, say, less than about 4 years, he seems to or appears to have had stashed or cash, which is, some channel says 10 crores, some channel says it is 15 crores. So one doesn't know. But let me tell you, even if it is 10 crores or 15 crores, it is
Bar Association says 15 crores. I mean, let me just take that straight. No channel knows it, no source knows it. The only claim that really has come out is from the Allahabad Bar Association. But please go ahead, make your point.
Assuming that it is 15 crores or even 20 crores of rupees, in my assessment, it is too meager a figure for a High Court judge. The kind of corruption what we are seeing, I'm into this practice for the past 4 decades. Since 1986, I was the one who was responsible or had participated that time, a junior lawyer, in boycotting 6 judges of the High Court. For the first time it happened. It never happened thereafter, because then the Supreme Court started the process of insulating itself from the bar. From the bar, fearing that, you see, look at what happened after A.M. Bhattacharjee, our former Chief Justice of Bombay High Court. Now, he was also one of the judge who was boycotted later on. Then the matter travelled to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court went on passing orders, judgments after judgments. Matter travelled to the Supreme Court and to the Constitution bench. And even the Constitution bench passed judgment saying that the bar shall not take recourse to strike. Now, what else the bar can do? The bar cannot throw out any judge.
Subhash Jha, one question before I go to Khushbu Jain. Subhash Jha, my one question. You are saying this judge is unfit currently. I mean, we are not saying he is a convicted person, but he is definitely, you know, his image has to be cleared right now. He's got a tarnished image. There are questions around him that need to be answered either ways, whichever way it goes. But Subhash Jha, should a police inquiry, should police have taken over this case?
No, there has to be investigation by Enforcement Directorate. It has to be investigation jointly also by the CBI. Let us not involve the police. I think that the government must rise to the occasion.
Police, and whatever.
Every judge
Are you okay with this process of an in-house probe first?
Yes. It has to. No. In-house is a farce. In-house inquiry, when the government doesn't want to do anything, it embarks upon to institute an inquiry, commission of inquiry. If the Supreme Court doesn't want to do anything, it will say that we will hold in-house inquiry. We have seen in the past what happened to the in-house, so-called in-house inquiry.
There you go.
This is a farce. Now this must stop.
There you go. Khushbu Jain, please come in. Look at what Subhash Jha is saying. It's not a journalist, it's not the Aam Janta, it's not the public saying it. Subhash Jha is saying this whole process of an in-house inquiry in the name of immunity is a farce. How do you respond to this?
Okay. First, we talk
See, I have a different view over here. I think for that part is where we are going ahead and giving
Subhash Jha, this is the argument that comes in every single time, that there needs to be a system to protect the judge to function in a way fearlessly. But why does a judge need an environment to function fearlessly when anybody else can? I mean, you have an army court of inquiry, but that's very different from, say, a in-house procedure that goes on right now. It's absolutely fluid. It's absolutely non-transparent as well. Nobody knows the constituents. Subhash Jha, do you agree with what Khushbu Jain says?
No, absolutely not. Now, every judge has to be made accountable, be it he is a judge of the High Court or Supreme Court, they have to be made accountable. And what are certainly they are required to be protected as well. But nevertheless, let us not lose sight of the fact that for a common man to start the investigation, we are not saying that he should be sent to jail immediately, but there has to be investigation in the matter. Now, 10 crores or 15 crores rupees is not a small amount. Although the kind of corruption what I'm seeing or I have been informed or reported is too small, this amount is too small, the kind of corruption which is going around in the country. So this is too small amount, but nevertheless this 15 crores rupees for a common man like me or for others in the panel is too big an amount. And therefore if 10 crores or 15 crores is found in at the residence of a judge, then that is enough. What else? 13(1)(e) of the Prevention of Corruption Act, you can prosecute any individual, any person. Look at what is the requirement in law to set the criminal law into motion or an investigating agency into motion, existence of prima facie case. And this is more than a prima facie case. This could be a case of if this goes unremitted. Now, he can have an explanation for 10 crores or 15 crores of rupees. That's a different issue. We are not saying, nobody is saying perhaps not, that's not the argument that he should be straightway sent to jail. He should be sacked. No. He deserves a right to be defended.
Absolutely.
He must have a right. And those who are...
Absolutely.
But then there has to be investigation for sure.
Every citizen of this country must have a right. That is for sure. But Khushbu Jain, my question to you. And this is... Okay. All right. Subhash Jha, do you want to answer that? Can a judge against whom an in-house committee has been set up, technically, is he allowed to continue hearing cases and give verdicts? I mean, this is a question everybody would want to know.
Absolutely. He has no right. He should be removed, or rather he should be... How a person who is placed under suspension, it is similar to that. He will not be in a position to handle any matters. He should not be hearing any matter. If he is facing an inquiry, at the same time his functioning as a judge is something which is ridiculous proposition. He should not be hearing till he is cleared from the inquiry. And there has to be now... See, this is only, as I've said, this is only tip of the iceberg. Let the government of India ponder over this issue. There is rampant corruption in the judiciary. I am saying it openly on the national channel. And if you want to give you example, I will give you examples of how corruption takes place and in which cases they take place. It is not running into 10 crores or 5 crores.
I mean,
so far
Vikas
as the
Singh
High Court
himself, a former
concerned.
ASG, spoke about peddlers who openly go ahead and claim about judges. So he's already cited an example. But Imran Ahmed Ali, if I can come to you, but there's never been a process where the impeachment has been completed. Is that indicative, Subhash Jha, of one, the necessity of ensuring that there is separation of powers, to ensure judiciary can work the way it can, but also brings about the lack of an internal accountability, what some people are saying now, get in a judicial watchdog?
See, we have, I think, unnecessarily given too much of protection to judiciary which they do not deserve. And look at this, treating them as holy cow, etc. What has led to? I'm again telling you that this 10 crores or 15 crores is only tip of the iceberg. It is too small an amount. And if in 2021 he was transferred to Delhi from Allahabad, in 4 years, if he has, or 3 years, he has made this much of money, it's too small an amount. His colleagues must be laughing at him that you made a little, too less amount. And then what happened? So therefore, What is required, in my assessment,
I mean,
is
let's just
restoration
not
of
cast
National
aspersions at this
Judicial
point because we really don't know
Accountability Commission,
anything
NJAC.
about this stack, as it were. So let's not get into those individual cases. But I get the larger picture that you're trying to draw about what seems to be a rampant corruption. Since you are a practicing lawyer, this is something that you are claiming. Thank you very much, all of you. Subhash Jha, I'm sorry, I know you had your hands raised, but we're totally out of time. But thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for your perspective. As I said, I think everybody will be watching how this unfolds, and we have to see just how this goes forward. But meanwhile, lots of unanswered questions. Time for a very short break.